Hello friends, this is Ganesh and video number 2 on IDOC. In this session, I'm going to explain the roadmap of an IDOC, and this is from the source system perspective. And in this session, I'm going to take an example of two different servers. So server A, server B. I'm going to populate an IDOC in server A and it should reach server B. And the whole configuration is going to happen in server A on this particular video, but server B means basically source and target system. So the target system configuration I'll show you in the another video. Okay, and so far we have learned many different concepts in ABAP like report, model pool programming. We have other concepts like smart forms. Most of the concepts or we work or we develop inside the product and we deliver it to the user, and user is also using the product or using the concept in the same product. Same report might be used in a different system, dev or production. But this is the first idea or first object where we need to send the data outside of your SAP. So it's very basic principle. If you want to send a data outside of your own network, that may be anything. Forget about SAP. That may be any. It may be a portal or it may be a product, whatever it is. Send outside of your client network. Then the data should be secured and that should be reached the target very safely. So this is a very basic thumb rule of any platform. Very simple example is our bank information. So you send any amount from one bank to another bank, so that needs to be very secured and safely it should reach the target. So that is the same thing we are going to perform in SAP. Probably there is a new for any ABAP developer about this configurations. So here ABAP is very less, meaning the concept, how you write a program, mostly is same: rame, loop, read, get the data first from the database table, organize the data and send it via an IDOC. Okay, and this is very simple one, and we are going to follow few steps to configure the path for an IDOC. If you want to send an IDOC, you need a path, right? So we need to configure with very simple few steps. And I mentioned here as a source roadmap 1. This is one of the way you can configure the path. We have other ways also to configure the path for an IDOC. So the simple idea is you need to design or you need to describe a path where your IDOC can travel from one system to another system. And in this video, I'm going to explain all the configurations for the particular path in your source system only. Okay, let's get into the slide first. Then we'll try to explain, try to design the same path, same configurations in your system as well. Okay. So here, this is two different systems, but both are SAP. Excuse me. This is my source. This is my target system. Okay, here I'm going to use two different systems, not the same system, the different client. Okay, so there are 4 simple steps which I'm going to use to transfer the data with the help or with the format of an IDOC from one system to another system. Okay, so step 1 is, again I'm saying I'm going to do all the configuration only in my source. I'm not going to touch the target system foreign configuration. Okay, the first is logical system. So here you're going to design something, so you have to communicate your system very clearly. I'm going to say I have two systems. Okay, system A, system B, and I'm going to send the information from system A to system B with the help of some connection. We call it as, technically we call it as RFC connections. And one more additional information is required to transfer a data outside of your network is port. If you can see any website, any UI portal, they mention a port. What is a port number? It's a secured port number where source and target system can believe or reliable on it, and they can open some firewalls or they can do something on their network. Security perspective, they have to do for the particular port. So you need a port. So these are the first three steps. Like I'm going to say I have two systems and I need to give a connection between these two systems. I need additional information along with the connection is port. These are the first three steps. And I need to give a proper communication to my source system saying that this is my sender information, this is my sender system, and this is my receiver, and this is the container, meaning this is the format of my IDOC. What you're sending as an IDOC. As the previous video, I explained about the message type and basic IDOC type, right? So that describes your entire IDOC structure. So I'm going to say, I'm going to send a MATMAS, material information. I'm going to send a purchase information. So that needs to be communicated via your message type. So this is my sender, this is my receiver, and this is my data I'm going to send from sender to target. So these are the entire information you have to properly communicate to your source system. So for those are coming under these four steps. The step one is logical system. I can say source, I can say target A, B, but system understands only system language. That is nothing but logical system. So if you design, if you're saying two systems, you have to create two different logical systems. Then only system understands. Okay, so these are the two logical systems which they created. The communication also happening between these two logical systems only. And step two, you have to do a RFC connection. So RFC connection is you need to do a connection between two different systems with their technical information. What is the IP address, and do they have any credentials on it, and what is the credentials are secured, and what is the client. Here we are talking about SAP, between SAP. So you need a client number, user ID and password, everything. With the help of those information, we are creating a connection between system A to system B. Nothing but RFC connection. Another third step is port. As I mentioned, we need a port to be designed or generated to send the information between source to target system, and the port to be configured with your RFC connection as well. Okay. And final step would be distribution model. Out of four, the fourth step has little more steps. Here we are not going to write any coding. Everything is a click. Next, do us map it and click save. Only those informations we are doing to do all the four. There is no code involved. So distribution model is the place where you have to do three more or three steps. Basically, the step one, you have to create a model. Model is nothing but you're going to give a proper information what kind of data you're going to send between these two systems, sender, receiver, what type of data. Technically, what is your message type? You're going to exchange the data between these two systems. That is nothing but model. Second one is partner profile. Okay. Second one is you got to create a partner profile. Partner profile is the place where you're going to configure everything. So far, we have created RFC connection, we have a logical system, we have a port, we have a model and everything. But we are going to combine all these informations in a place called partner profile. Here we are going to say, in the partner profile, this is my message type. I'm going to send the data via this port. Port is already configured with the RFC connection. So RFC connection knows the target system. Along with that, you have to give what is the direction of your IDOC. Few more technical information to be included in the partner profile. Again, finally, you have to distribute your model. Then only it will be available for your use. Okay. These are the steps. Very simple 4 steps to be created to send any IDOC from your source system to target system. Okay, hope that might be very clear, and I'm going to explain by creating everything from scratch. But in client system, if you have test environment, you can do it, but in a client system you can't do that, because first two things, okay, maybe the first thing itself is very sensitive information, so you're not able to allow to change or create anything on your client system. At least you're able to create a logical systems, but you're not able to make any change for the client, because once you create a logical system, you have to map it with the client. Actually, that probably you don't have an authorization on it. And in some places, even RFC connection and RFC ports also generated by the security or basis people, then we can make use of it. Okay, but if you have a test system, you can do everything from scratch. It doesn't make any big difference if you understand test system client. If you understand the exact path, everything is very simple. Okay. And it's quite interesting because it's quite new for ABAP. Instead of writing a code, do some configurations. It's very simple. If you understand the path, how it actually travels, it's very easy to understand if any issues happen. So this is the issue. Probably it may be a port, it may be a partner profile is not configured properly. Probably the RFC connection has got closed. So it's very easily you can understand, you can recognize what could be the reason for this issue. And in my rental system, I'm going to have these two servers. One is S4 IDOC and the client number is 400. And this is S4 HANA 2020 and the client number is 800. Okay. And this is an outbound IDOC. So step one, and here I mentioned all the transaction codes. Here we have a little more transaction compared to other concepts in ABAP. So it's very simple to remember also. Sale is the transaction where you are able to start designing your logical system, like creating a logical system, just a name, nothing else in the logical system. Logical system is nothing but a name for your source and your target, simple. And then assign both logical system to the respective client. So I have to define 400 as a client for my source system and assign the logical system whichever I have created in my step one. In this two I'm saying. And I have to create another logical system. I already created it, and under the 800 I have to configure this is my logical system. So all the configurations are placed in are going to place in source system only, not in the target. Step 2, create the RFC connection using a transaction SM59. You can still follow the same SAL transaction. You have one more option to create RFC. If not, go to SM59, create an RFC connection, ABAP connection for the destination system. Okay. Here, these are few points. This is roadmap 1, or I can say design number 1. Here I'm going to use the same logical system name, target logical system name as a RFC connection name. Okay, that is easy for the system to recognize, to map. Okay, so what is your target system logical name? Probably I'm going to have like S4 HANA 2020 or whatever it is. This okay, we can say S4 HANA 2020. So I have to give the same name to my RFC connection name also, S4 HANA 2020. Okay, and just do the test connection and do the remote logon also for your confirmation. Yes, you are able to reach the target system. Step 3, W21, create a port and assign to the above RFC connection. You have already created a RFC connection. Just create a port and assign to the RFC connection. And step 4 is a little bit bigger one, BD64. Most of the configurations are happening here. Create a model, generate the partner profile and distribute your model. Okay, and create a model and add a message type. Create a model, just a name of the model, technical name, short description. Message type is nothing but technical information about your sender, receiver and your message type. And finally, W20 is going to be review the generated partner profile, because the partner profile is automatically created with the same name of your target system logical system name. So that we are going to just review it, whether all the message type is configured properly, all the port is configured properly. Just review it. If everything is fine, just go ahead and generate your IDOC. Okay. So hope you have some idea what needs to be done maybe in the system. And what else? Okay, this is a little bit graphical representation for your understanding. What I'm going to do, I have a material data in my source system S4 IDOC, and I'm going to generate an IDOC for this material data. You know what is a message type? MATMAS. What is a basic IDOC type? MATMAS 05 is a maximum version in my system. Custom program to generate the MATMAS IDOC. It could be a custom program or it could be any user exit enhancement. While saving a material information, I want to trigger an IDOC. So the places are different, but the functionality is same, trigger an IDOC. Okay. So you know how to create trigger an IDOC. You have a function module. Using a function module with all the proper what you call control parameters, communication information and the IDOC data, then you have to generate an IDOC. This is the first step. Second step, what happens is, or what will happen is, through logical system connection, because we configured, just imagine we configured already, through logical system, it figured out the RFC connections because the name of the logical system and the name of the RFC connection is same. And in the distribution model, we just mentioned very clearly sender, receiver, message type. So in this logical system, meaning in the source system, any of the data for that particular message type is triggered anywhere it's got triggered, automatically it will try to send those information out of your source system through this connection. And finally, model view comes in a picture where we already determined this is the sender, receiver, and the message type. If any of the IDOC is generated for this message type, push the IDOC out of your system, source system. Okay. And finally, it reaches your target system. Okay. So hope you might have a good understanding about the flow of the IDOC. And okay. This is the IDOC, like if I information is system A to system B, logical system, RFC connection, port, and distribution channel. And here I used material data. Now, for the same connection, I want to send a purchase information. For the same connection, I want to send my some master data, maybe customer or vendor, whatever it is. Okay. So here the source and target is same. Mostly preferable is add your message types or create your message types under the distribution channel. So no need to create a different RFC connection. It doesn't make any sense because the target system is same. Even the port also, if they are okay, you can just make use of the same port. So if that is the case, I'm not going to disturb anything here. I'm going to add my message types only in the distribution channel level. I need to add a message type in my view. I need to add the message type in my partner profile. Only these two places you have to add it. Okay. So purchase order and customer data. So I'm not going to disturb anything over here. If the functionality or the requirement is system A to C, because the target system itself changing, then you have to start from your RFC connection. Anyway, the source system logical system is same. You have to might create a different logical system for your next another target system, then create RFC connection for differently and new port and new distribution channel. Okay. So the idea is one communication or the communication channel I can say is enough to send more than one different container, means different IDOC data to the same target. Okay. I will show you this an example also. Okay, that's it. Let's take into the system. Okay. So this is my test system. I'm going to keep this system as A4H as my source system, and excuse me, this is my target system. S4HANA 2020 is my target system. So let me start from scratch. Create a logical system for my source and target. All the configurations are going to happen only in my source system A4H, and target is S4H. And here go to logical systems, define a logical system. It shows it's a cross client, it's fine. And just click new entries. These are just a name and description of your logical system. So my logical system would be I already used, okay, JS4 IDOS. Okay. And yep, this is my source system. Okay, use the same description as for IDOS. Save it. And this needs a transport request. The sale changes need a transport request. And if it is a test system, it's fine. Or if a client, you need a transport request to add it. Okay. Then I didn't add the target system. I didn't create a target system logical system for that. I'll complete the second step also for my source system. Then I'll come back to the target. Just click this one, assign logical system to the client. So what is a client for the source system? 400 is a client. They have already created source client. They already created. So just go to that and just change here. Okay. What I'm going to do is JS. This one S4 IDOS, but this is not safe in your client or customer place. Okay, if this is okay, I mean changing the logical system of a client is okay only in your test environment, not in your client. The reason behind is someone has already configured the IDOCs are triggering. If you change the logical system, those IDOC generation is will break. Okay, so then the IDOC won't trigger because everything is connected with your logical system. If you change your logical system at all, if you create any IDOC for a MATMAS or orders, they're not able to send. IDOC will generate, but that won't send outside of your source system. So changing logical system is not feasible option in your client environment. Save it, go back, and now I'm going to create a system for my target. So that is also I have to do in my source system only, because system knows what actually I'm doing. So here it's JS4 HANA 20. And this is my target system S4 HANA 2020. Save it. Transport. Okay, now what is a client of my target system? For this, I need to open the target system. I need the information. So go here, double click, and the page itself, you just come to know what is the client of your system. So client is 800. Good. So here also they have the line for 800. Target system is available because the test system, right? So somebody is already created. I'm not changing anything over here. Okay, only the logical system I'm going to change. So I'm going to change JS, and this is my target system. S4 HANA 20 is my target system. Save it. Be careful while changing the logical system. Yes, we are good. And go back. Okay. Now I will show you what happens because I changed the logical system, and I want to show you what happens if someone triggers the same IDOC for the previous logical system. Okay, let's see, execute. This is my previous program only, nothing much. F8. So this is the last IDOC is the example. Because of the changing, it's not able to recognize what is a partner, where is the port, because everything is interrelated. So changing a logic system, you have to double confirm this logic is not yet used anywhere for the IDOC communication, then do it. 99% we are not changing a logical system in the live environment. Okay, this is just for your reference. So now what has done? Okay, this is my program, not required now. Okay, this is my W02, not required. Oh, there's only one system. Okay, only one window is opened. So sale is done. Target for source also done, for target also done. Next, I need to create a RFC connection. Step 2, create ABAP connection. Keep the cursor and create, and give the same name of your target system, same name of your target system. Okay, what is the same logical name? So what is the logical system name I given? JS4 HANA. Better just cross verify with your F4 list. Okay, sorry. It's creating, it's just checking the RFC destination. That's fine, because I'm going to create on 20. Let me cross verify this. Basic settings, logical systems, define logical systems, minus S4, J, right? So here, J S4 HANA 20 target system. Okay, this is the one. Better you copy paste and paste it here also, and give a name RFC for S4 HANA 2020. Okay, and then what is the IP address? So how to see the IP address? One of the way is I'm going to target system now just to see the IP address. And I'm not sure you have authorization for a transaction called OS01 to just see the IP address of your SAP system. And this is S4H. Target system is S4H and your source system is A4H. Okay. So here I need to go with OS01. It's little slow. That's fine. We're not going to use much in target system today. So here click application server. And then click change view. So you'll get it. Copy this. Go to your source system RFC destination place. Keep it here, target host. And what is the instance number that you might get from your SAP login pad? Right click, properties, and here it's 11 is the instance number. Okay, 11. Enter it. Good. Go to logon security, language. You know the client, you know the user, and the password. Save it. So it shows password status is saved. Almost we are done with RFC. Do the connection test. It should come in green. Yep. And then do the remote logon. I am in A4H and just click remote logon. It should reach my S4H with my credentials. Yes, it's opened S4H. And if you want, you can click start SAP access, CC access also for your target system. It could be slow. Let it be. Okay, this is my source system, A4HIM, RFC destination done. Two steps are done. Next, I need to create a port, WE21. There are two options to create a port. So the port would be transactional RFC port. Okay, create it. It will ask, do you want to generate a port name or own port name? So anything is fine. I'll go with the first option, generate a port name. System will generate automatically with their own sequence. It's still 19 it got created. No, it got created with 20. So port for S4 HANA 2020 system. Okay, what is your RFC destination? So my RFC destination is JS4 HANA 20. Just save it. So data got saved. If it has any error with the RFC destination, it shows very clearly RFC destination is not available kind of. Okay, just save it. So third step is also over, and the major step is configured, means gathered all the informations, right? Means you got to gather all the information in one place. So for that we go for BD64 distribution channel that plays a major role in any IDOC configuration. BD64. I'm going to create my first model. Just a model I'm going to create. Do the change mode. And you will get a button here, create model view. I'm going to create a model view. Communication to S4 HANA 2020. Okay. And what is the technical name if you want to give? So any technical name. It depends on the naming conventions, you can follow it. Technical name, I can say J model. Okay, just click next. So model has been created. Here it is, communication to S4 HANA 2020. Here is a model and here is a model. Technical name, this is the model name. I give a little elaborately. Now I'm going to add a message type. So what is a message type? First we are going to do is material master is my message type. So just click message type, add message type. What is the source system? JS4 4 IDOC. Okay, so if you want, you can do a F4 also. And here I prefer my logical system as JS star. Enter. So it has two things. One is this is a source, this is a target system. Anyway, I included the source already and include the technique, receiver now. What is the message type? What data you want to communicate to your target system? MATMAS. Okay, click next. Done. Just expand your model just for your reference. Under the model, it shows very clearly what is your source system and what is your targets. And under the target, what is your message type? So MATMAS. Okay, currently there is no filter. Here we can play around more in the distribution model. Let's see a little later. Keep the cursor here. Maybe I can save it first. Yeah, save it. Keep the cursor, and I'm going to do a generate partner profile. Okay, so while generating a partner profile, if you find any issues, normally it should show the partner port is generated and then partner profile is created. This is your outbound message. So everything that like MATMAS the message type to be configured. These are the information we are expecting once you do the generation of your partner profile. If anything is missing or partially something is missing, the above steps are it's not correct. You did a mistake in the above steps. It may be a port, or that may be RFC connection, or that may be a logical system, or that may be a connection between these three. Okay, if any mistakes happens over there, that reflects in your generation of your partner profile. I'm not going to change anything over here. Everything looks good. Here output mode is pass IDOC immediately, trigger immediately. J model partner system is not required to give, so just F8. So here the F8 is not here, so go to program, execute. Let's see whether it's success or not. Okay, all green, it's success. So partner was created. Partner is for, this is a partner for your target. This is a partner for your source, and this is a port which we configured and mapped with the RFC destination. JS for HANA 20. This is nothing but a logical name of your target system. And outbound parameter of message type MATMAS also created, and this is by default it creates this output parameter also. Synchronous also message type also created. Okay, so we are good to go. One more step before get out of this BD64. Go back again. Go back to the main screen of your BD64. You have to distribute your model. Then only you are able to use it in either of your system. So go to edit, model view, and distribute. This is kind of an activate window. It will give all the models and it by default it selected your model also. Here it got selected. Hey, come on. Here. Target system S4 HANA 2020. JS for HANA 20 is my model. I'm good. Click next. Sorry, this is a technical name. Yeah, technical name of my model. Just click next. And model over here, J model. And this is the target system. This is not a model. The model is over here. This is my target system information. It's already selected. Then click next. This is the end of BD64. It shows model view J model was created for the target system S4 HANA SJ4, whatever name I have given. Okay. So almost we are good. The final step is a review of your partner profile. So go to WE20. And the partner profile is coming under the type of logical system LS, and the name of your partner profile is same like your target logical system. What is the target system logical name? JS for HANA 20. Just click it. It will show you what are the communication you're going to happen is the outbound parameter, inbound parameter. Currently I'm not receiving anything. I'm going to send only the information. So MATMAS partner number, and this is a partner type is logical system. And MATMAS, double click, it will show you via which port you are sending, what is the packet size, and what is the basic type. Message type is MATMAS, and what is the basic type? It just get the latest basic type in this particular system. So MATMAS 05. Everything is fine now. So now I'm going to trigger one IDOC, and the program is the same program which I have used in the last example, last video session. ZJI IDOC. I'm not going to change anything over here. It's currently editing. 1 second. Somewhere I have opened it. It's here. Okay. And only one control one line I'm going to add is commit work. Okay. So we have to use, if there is no exception, commit work, but just a test. So I've used commit work directly. Only this I have added. This is the same program. I didn't do anything. Just pass a message. Let me have a different material over here. This is okay. It's for IDOC material. S4 to 2020 material. Just a name, just for the reference. Okay. Activate it. Execute. My expectation is IDOC should create in my source system. It should be in green because I used process IDOC immediately. And second step, I'm going to open my target system. IDOC should reach that. Maybe it should fail because I didn't do any configuration in my target system, but at least the IDOC should reach the target system. That is the expectation. Let's see. F8. So there is no write statement over here. That's what you didn't expect. You didn't get any output. So let me go to W02 in my source system. Execute. So MATMAS, and here it is. Okay. So it takes some time. Okay. Let's see. Okay, maybe in the queue, it should release automatically because I used trigger IDOC immediately. We'll do it refresh little later. So here we mentioned very clearly what is the partner it has been used and what is the basic type material 5, what is the message type MATMAS, and is an indirection is outbox. It's like about outbound IDOC, and what is the port it has been used 20. Okay. And the data is S4, just a name I have changed. Yeah, it's S4 to HANA 2020 material. Let's see whether the same thing has been over there also in my A4H. Go back. Okay, it's green now. I just refresh. Probably it could be a little slow. So it's green. It should reach my target system. So target system is little slow. So let me pause the video and open it. Then I'll show you how it got reached. And the target system, the IDOC numbers are automatically generated. This you might aware of it. So don't expect the same IDOC number to be in the target system. Target system depends on the IDOC, whatever number is got generated after the it will take the next available IDOC number. Same like all the document numbers, sales and material, right? So don't expect the same number. It could be a different number, but the content is same. Let's see. So this is my target system S4H and this is W02. Sorry, I got a call. So here, this is my target system and this is the IDOC. Okay, let me go with MATMAS. Oh, fine. It's the system is little, so the target system is little so slow. So here you can see the partner and the basic type, when it got created and what is a port. Everything is this is actually a what do you call the target system port, and this is end with an error because we didn't do any configuration to receive the data from my source system. So that is the reason it got ended with errors, but at least it reached the target system. Okay, that is the success for this video, I can say. Let me open it and check the material whether whatever I created, the same thing has reached my target system. Just a double confirmation. So once it is done, the next step would be I'm going to add the order message type for the same path. Okay, whatever the path I have created for this target system, maybe after some months they might decide that okay, I'm going to send the production order information also to the target system, the same target system. That is the case. I don't want to touch my logical system change or target. Everything is fine. Even RFC is also good. I'm going to use the same port. Only in the distribution channel, I'm going to include my message type, the another message type. Add message type we have done with the model, right? I'm going to create another message type with the same model. Okay, let's see how to do that. I think it will take some time, so let it be. I'll go to my source system. Where it is? Okay, here I'll go to my source system. Yeah, A4H is the source system. Go to BD64. And here my model is J model, right? J model. Okay, oh here, this is the one. Communication to S4HANA 2020. And go to change mode. And here, okay, here. So currently it has one message type called yeah, correct, message type MATMAS. I'm going to add one more message type, and for the same model the sender is also same, receiver is also same, and the message type is orders. Click next. So one more message type was added in the same lane, meaning in the same configuration, same target system. I'm going to send material as well as my purchase order informations. Okay, I'm not created any new port. I didn't create any RFC destination. So these are same system, target system. I'm sending more than one data. So let's save it and generate your partner profile once again. And you have F8 just plus F8. So it's created RFC destination. Everything is same. Here you have to identify one more line is added. Outbound parameters for message type orders also created. So the time being, just ignore these two errors. Okay, I will just explain what is this one. Okay, let's go. I am just looking for only this line. Outbound parameter for message type is also added in my model. Just go back and distribute it, edit, model view, and distribute. Okay, enter. So model view, model was changed. Okay, now go to the partner profile and you have to see one more message type got added in your existing partner profile. So my partner profile is same like logical system name. So JS4 HANA 20. And here you can see one more message type got added here, and the same port and same package size, and this is a different, like basic type is a what is that, recent. Okay, the latest version of the basic type it has chosen. Okay, so this way you the same line, same path, you are able to send more than one data, means technically more than one IDOC type, message type you can able to send it. Just double click, you can see the port, the pass, IDOC immediately, so everything is in place. Now I'm going to use the same program to generate an IDOC for message type orders. So for the same thing I just used over here, it's currently editing. Okay, I used for material master. Now I'm going to use for orders. So let me command this first, generating a material master data. Let me command this. Okay, so now I need a code for orders first. So let's copy this. These are some control record. Let it be here. So control record. Okay, before control record, let me do it for orders. So data work area for general data type. See the order format. Go to WE30, and the latest one is order 05 F8 F7 to see the design. So this is for segment for general data. So go here, and this is for general data, and another one is order data. Okay, ODT, order data type, and this is the, okay, not order data, organizational data. Okay, copy this and paste it here. So here, even the last video also, I'm generating an IDOC, but I'm not generating an IDOC with the proper data, because it's very simple to generate an IDOC with the proper data, right? Get the data from the database table and segregate it based on the business requirement and fill it. So I don't want to spend more time on it. That is very simple. As an ABAP, you can able to do it. So all my IDOC is generated, but it doesn't have a proper data to go to the next step. Okay, the same data information, whether the target system able to create a material, obviously no, because I just spent only few informations over there. And let me clear the IDOC informations over there, because that has been used for material. Okay, now general data, I'm using very few fields, Belenar 1 2 3 4 5, and one more is probably I'll get net. Okay, NETW 100. So then I'm going to pass this information to the IDOC structure. First is segment name. Segment name for the first one is 01. This one is copied, the second segment I copied. And then IDOC data for S data is your work area underscore G data. That's it. Append it and IDOC data to IT IDOC data. Okay, clear work area IDOC data. Then I need to do it for organizational data. So work area for organization, it has only two fields. It's fine. AA, and another one is like A12, some values. Okay, and move this information also to IDOC data structure, segment name, and this is end with 14, and the segment data is in the field S data, and here pass the data from normal work area. That's it. Okay, and append it. Okay, so the data is ready for my order message type, and the control data to be modified. And here control data is orders, orders, and this is order 05, orders 05, yes, 05. And okay, I need to copy the function module to generate the IDOC. Here it is. Okay, everything same, nothing much, only the date, because the data I got modified here. So save and activate and execute it, expecting one IDOC to be generated with message type orders, and that needs to be in green in my source system, needs to be reached the target system, because I didn't modify anything in the path is already set. I added one more message type in the same path. Okay, execute, done. So let's go to W02, execute, and the orders. Over here, it's almost 7. Yeah, it's correct. So this is the one. Let's see the data for a double confirmation. What is the information I given? Some A1, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one, A1 to AA1. Yeah, correct. So as usual, it's take some time to send the information. So it's still yellow, it's green now. So it's sent out of my source system. And if you compare these two, MATMAS and this, okay, so here this one is just a sample, forget about it. So 28 and 30, you have to compare it. As for HANA 20, same partner profile they used, and same port has been used for two different data. One is for MATMAS, one is for orders. So this is very basic. Okay, let me open in my target system as well. Which one is target system? Is this? No, this is A4H and I need S4H. Oh, this is also A4H. Let me close it. That is my target system. Yeah, this is my target system. Oh, it's closed. Okay. So it's very simple. Make yourself very comfortable with the basic options, creating a logical system or RFC with the same name and the same name for your partner profile. So if you're comfortable, then you can start play around with the other options also. So anyway, I'll just explain you other options in the next video. I had to go to W02 and I'm in a target system S4H system. Come on, let's take some time. Just play around. If you have any doubt or queries, please let me know. If your test system, you just play around with your changing the logical system to the client. But if it is a client or the customer, even a development system, make sure you just changed it. And after your testing and everything is done, then you can keep the previous logical system assignment over there. Execute. So this is your target system S4H, source is A4H. Here the IDOC got reached, but it's failed as usual because the configuration is not in place. And this is the data for your verification A12AA, which I sent the segment on 14th. Okay. It's pretty slow. I actually it took for me almost 10 minutes to get into this particular page. So that is the reason I'm not able to show you in the IDOC screen. Okay, that's good. Yeah, here it is. This is the IDOC and this is the same. There is no change. You can verify this 30 and 32. They use the same partner profile and the same port, but the message type is different. So this is very basic and the configuration in the source system, how to push your IDOC out of your source system. Okay, just play around. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.